Monica, and welcome back to Summer Nightmare. Alright, we just left off of talking to our teacher, and we're about to go somewhere. See, we can either go to the library to find some clues, or go to the third floor to find Oscar. Where is Oscar? I'm not sure. That's really loud, sorry. Alright. Let's go to the library. I like libraries. Libraries are fun. Alright. There's no one in the library, I would imagine. Why don't we investigate the books? Why? There are way too many books. How are we supposed to find anything from here? Let's look at the school description page. You could get a book on Medusa, that's for sure. A dot. 2 dots. Huh? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. It's weird that there's nothing at all. Don't description pages have information about the history of the school or the faculty usually? I doubt we can get any information from here. Let's move on and go to the next classroom. It's a library. No one here either. No Oscar. It sure is scary to come to the science lab when it's so dark. The science room with the smell of chemical products is so ominous. Ominous. I can't smell. I can't read. Ah! The human body model of the science room looks like it's staring at us. I would imagine. Its irregularly placed experimental tools are also unsettling. Wait, was there something like this in the science room? I've never seen this before. A syringe in a strange shape. We never use such a thing in the science lab. Suddenly, I heard a voice from behind. Oscar? Weird, isn't it? Oscar, where have you been? This place wasn't a school originally. What are you talking about? We were in the computer room. You better not walk around so loudly like that, or Medusa will find us. Ah, I was so preoccupied with finding a clue that I couldn't think about the noise. Follow me to the computer room. I have something to show you. To the computer room! When we entered the computer room, we saw a girl sitting in front of the computer. Well, what else is she supposed to be doing? Don't answer that. It's Jane. I met her on the 3rd floor. Hi. 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 Have you been alone this whole time? I was in the cafeteria with someone, but the bullies took all food and caused a scene. Everyone's probably still in the cafeteria. Anyways, what's this? Trey points to the computer screen. It's a Jurassic Park. The screen is blue. I was curious about it too, so I looked at Oscar. We were looking for ways to end this whole thing, just like you guys. This is what I found here. It's documented 20 years ago. 20 years ago? It looks like a map. Yep, it's a map. A map of this building. But it looks a little different. That's the important part. Instead of the classrooms, there were laboratories. So, you're saying this place was like an experimental science building? So, Oscar and I speculating that the school was a research facility before. You can even see journals left behind by the researchers. Yeah, I wouldn't be going to school here. A journal? 19XX.XX. Experimental number 137 was very successful. At this rate, we might be able to bring it to life soon, as the boss said. We can do it. Our school was a research facility? I never knew. This is news for us. Thanks for letting us know, Ray. Rail. Let's tell this to our teacher. To the teacher! What's the point of telling him that our school was a research facility? He probably already knows about it. You're right. Let's investigate a little bit more. Ah! It's doing so good! Where should we go? School office. Let's do school cafeteria. Let's start what I can do. The passage to the basement will be on the first floor. What? As soon as I opened the door, the loud room suddenly became quiet. What's going on here? Hi. What do you want? I thought it would be helpful to share some information. So? Why don't we find a way out together? If we all unite, we'll be able to escape. How? At this moment, we don't know, but we will be able to figure it out soon. Also, we had to run away from the Medusa without eating anything. Could you share some food for us? Oh, you don't figure out a way to escape, but you're trying to grab our food? If it would be suicidal to walk around so carelessly. We'll wait here for the rescue. There's no food for you. Now get lost. Aw, rude. Unlike what we expected, we were faced with cold responses. But enough! Nothing's gonna change their selfish minds. It is not even worth it. Let's go. Oscar left the cafeteria because he was upset and angry. He's hangry is probably what he is. Hold on. I have to sneeze. Ishi! 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 Ah! Alright. Here we go. Well, let's go. I said get lost! Ouch! Oh, we hurt her pride. Jane was knocked down by the push of the bully. That dang bully! Are you okay? You bastards! I'm fine. Let's go. I'm scared. Oh. Jane's leg is bleeding. I helped Jane get out of the cafeteria. What did she land on? Or did she break her leg? To heal Jane's wound, we went to the infirmary, which was right next to the cafeteria. Lucky them. Hold on, the contacts. Alright. The pure white color of the infirmary contrasts with the outside, coming to a bright spot so suddenly, my eyes hurt. Mine too. Sit here. I can do this alone. Stay still. I'll do it for you. Judging by the smell, it seemed like somebody was here just before. The bed covered by the infirmary curtain seemed suspicious. Man, that's the first thing I check. If there's a murderer, check everything! This is none of my business. Or, open the curtain. Open the curtain! Something is strange. Should I open it? Yes. Oh, probably shouldn't have opened it. On the bed, there was a body of the school nurse lying down, blood around. I look closer. I need to examine further or run away. Examine. She might leave some clues, but I can tell why you'd want to run away. I put my hand on the nurse's neck, but I couldn't feel anything. It seems that the nurse was not attacked by the Medusa. It seemed to me that somebody killed her by strangling her neck. Who the hell would do this? What is this? The nurse was holding a yellow sticky memo paper. I took the sticky memo from her hand and read it. I think we should go back to the cafeteria. She knows who the killer is! The cafeteria was crowded, so it would be pretty safe there. Also, if this turns out to be a clue for us to escape from here, I may be able to get some help from the bullies. Unlike before, the cafeteria was awfully quiet. What the hell is this smell? As soon as the door was opened, I could smell a foul stench. The smell. It felt like the smell was warning to tell us not to go any further, but on the sticky memo, it read, meat for feeding 2-3 number 7. I guess these numbers are for organizing the meat. The cafeteria, once filled with students, was now empty. Did everyone go to another place? We went to the cafeteria. We went into the cafeteria. Kia! Jane's scream made us stop. Oh, she's screaming. So it's more of a Kia! Death! That's what bullies get. I'm sorry. I don't condone bullying or stuff like that. Fighting back. That's wrong. Don't fight back, kids. Stand up, but don't fight. I looked at where Jane's eyes were on, and what I saw almost made us throw up. Yeah, I would imagine. Ugh. There were corpses. They were torn apart to the point it was difficult to even identify them. They probably were the kids from the cafeteria earlier. So the bullies and anyone else that was in there. Gross. Like I said before, stand up to bullies, don't fight. But don't fight them. Fighting is bad. Leads to people getting injured. I don't like fighting. For God's sake! It's terrible! They didn't deserve this! But we could not hear anything when we were in the infirmary. It happened and so suddenly. It killed everyone in such a short time. It sent shivers down my spine. I thought it would be possible to avoid the Medusa by being wary of its moving around. Besides, if I had not been kicked out of the cafeteria, I would be. I'll go to the storage. We'll salvage some food. I tried to calm my trembling hands and went to the storage. It was a total mess. Maybe the guys that were in the cafeteria messed it up. I followed the label to move along. 1, 2, 138. Huh? Why don't I see 2-3 number 7 here? No matter how I looked, 2-3 number 7 was not here. The first number always ended in 1. None went beyond 2. What the hell? We've got what we needed. Let's go if you're done checking 2. Sure. Oscar came back to the storage and talked to me. It was then when I heard a rustling sound behind me. Don't tell me it's a survivor. Why? Survivors are good. Ugh, maybe not. We looked back to check the source of the rustling sound and found student in a horrible state. His face was hard to identify as it was covered with blood. Furthermore, the wounds did not appear to be caused by the Medusa. He had his eyes torn out, which seemed to be self-inflicted injury. Ew. An eyeless girl. Who's there? I can hear a noise. I can hear a voice. They tore out his own eyes. That's gross. It's not that hard, but still gross. Come here. I will save you from all this. Medusa, she can't do anything if you don't make eye contact. If you have no eyes, you can survive this. The eyeless student was holding a knife. The child crawled towards us. Makes sense, but still, I think, a little over-accessory. Rael, take Jane with you. Let's get out of here. Without gaining any information, we ran from the cafeteria. Away from the eyeless girl. To report to my teacher what happened so far, I went back to the school office. However, he wasn't there. Teacher! I guess he's not here. Wait, isn't that Trey over there? Oh, it's you guys. The teacher went somewhere. What's going on? I have something to say to him. Were you here the whole time? Yes, I was helping him. I am the class rep after all. Are you okay? Anyone could tell that Jean? Oh. I'm going with Jean. Jean was in a bad state. It is Jane. It was just a mess up. Yes, but I'm so scared. Medusa is so scary. But I'm more scared about the students. Jane begins to cry. Don't cry. Hey, you don't need to cry about it. Trey and Oscar tried to comfort Jane. I thought it wouldn't be necessary for me to engage. Huh? The drawer was open. Every drawer in the school office was supposed to be locked. Let's check. Notes. What does it say? It looks rather strange. Perhaps it's a message from the principal. The feed is prepared. The feed is prepared. Status check 12? 12-10.14. Forbid access to the basement. Hold on, my alarm's going off. What? Hush. Hush, phone, hush. October 14th. That's yesterday. What kind of order is it? There are other files underneath the note. It looks like a file that conveys the identity of researchers. The nurse. These are all our school faculties. Teachers were involved in the research institute too. Ooh, it's all a conspiracy. They're using the kids as experiments. Ooh, it's not a school at all. I couldn't understand a thing. It feels as if something's disturbing my thought process. What is it? Teacher! You guys are all here. What happened to you guys? Oscar begins to talk about what has happened so far. The teacher's face turns serious as he listens to the story. They're in on it! It's not a school! It's still a research facility. Facility. When Oscar finished the story, the atmosphere of the school office turned heavy. The teacher roughly swept down his face and began to talk. At this point, I'll have to tell you everything. The fact is, our school was what? Was what? Ooh, flashback. Hey, Mr. Kim, this is how you handle things at work. Somebody reported that they heard a pounding noise from the first floor. What's going on? You still couldn't have it under control? I can't control the Medusa. That's why I locked it in the basement. Well, the least you could do is not make it so obvious. You're right. I have nothing to say. Are you even feeding it properly? Right now, all we give is pork, but that won't be enough. Mr. Kim, haven't I told you to change its food? Yes, boss. I mean, principal. Don't talk back and do as I say. Why don't you start with the students from your class? But sir, I can't do that. Now, you're washing hands off. I admit our experience wasn't ethical, but it brought us where we are today. To cover it up, we, XX group, built a school here. It's too late to just step out of this. If you try to run away, we would have to kill you and your family. Rude. I hope you understand what I say. Go ahead and do what I ask. Yes, sir. What? We, the researchers of the 2X Research Institute, and the principal was our boss. After the school was built, he tried to shut us up and hired us as teachers to take care of the Medusa. We were forced to do it. Anyways, so basically we were threatened by the principal and followed his orders. Oh my god! So, the nurse too. Right. She was a researcher too. Can't believe something like this was happening in our school. Yet the principal accused me of murder? Well, you gotta put the blame on somebody. I feel so guilty that I couldn't do anything about this. I should have stopped the principal at all costs. I'm sorry for the dead students. Teacher, you were also forced. The principal's to blame. If only I knew how terrible he was. Thank you for telling me that, but I bear the responsibility also. Let me tell you how to get to the basement. The entrance to the basement is behind the bookshelf in the principal's office. Let's go there. We headed to the principal's office with the homeroom teacher. Here, behind the bookshelf. As the homeroom teacher pulls out the bookshelf, a small door appears. This is the door that leads to the basement. I bet Lena is in there. Let's go. I think it's all a trick. Wait a second. Look outside. Look outside. Red shadow emerges on the other side of the window. Medusa's already. We have to hurry. No, if we go down there, we'll get caught right away. Maybe it's better to escape the principal's room. Lena's in there alone. We have to go there. Oscar intervened to stop our argument. Be quiet, everyone. Just get in here, for crying out loud. I will stop that monster. Go ahead. And I'll find a way to save Lena and all of us. But I have to pay for what I did. You can't save them if they're dead. Teacher! We haven't got time for this. Hurry up! Teacher, we'll be back soon. Please, stay safe. You guys too. We opened the door and began to enter one by one. Trey, aren't you coming in? I'll stay here and help our teacher. I'm the class rep after all. All right, be careful. Leaving Trey and the homeroom teacher behind, we headed to the basement. I hope everyone is safe. It's time to save Lena. The door led to the basement. I relied on the small light to come down the ladder. It's dark and stinks. Jane grabbed her nose. The foul stench hit us. It is the stench of corpses rotting. Ew. Wook. The basement is dark and wet. We couldn't do anything but wait until we got used to the darkness and figured out where the smell came from. Kya! She's screaming again. More dead bodies! After being accustomed to the darkness, we saw mutilated body parts. Jane screamed and collapsed. Gross. They're our classmates. The bodies of the missing students were all here. But where's Kai? However, the last victim, Kai, is still missing. Jane was shivering in fear. Led the way. Let's go inside. I don't want to be here any longer. We found a door deep inside the basement. Why is there a room in the basement? They just told you! This is where they kept the Medusa! Now he's questioning things. I don't know how smart this Oscar really is. Why is there a room in the basement? Let's go inside. Huh? What is this place? I took the lead and opened the door. However, you wish you hadn't. Huh? The moment I came in, the door closed. Inevitably, Jane and Oscar had to wait outside. So one of y'all is gonna get murdered pretty soon. Is it a laboratory? It's a bit weird. It looks like more of a torture chamber. Is it a room? It is a room seemed like a laboratory. That does not seem like a laboratory. One weird thing was that everything here was covered in red. I wonder why. It seems to be blood. Moreover, the room is filled with jars that contains body organs. Ew. Good idea. Good reaction. Rail frowned upon the disturbing view. What was that? I heard a sound somewhere. Following the sound, I went deeper into the room. Is it a prison? Why is there a prison? Lena! Lena was locked in a jail with an iPad and a gag. I have to free her, but the door is locked. It seems like you have to unlock a lock device to open it. Let's find a key in the room. Open the drawer. Open the big pot. Drawers. Drawers seem better where you find keys. There's a drawer that looks very old. It's dusty. Dust blew everywhere as I opened the drawer. What is this? Where is there a paper? It's a drawer! 2X Institute Representative. Yeah, Representative Gilman. Isn't that the principal's name? Inside it, there are records of the principal's wrongdoings, embezzlement from Y Group, physical abuse of faculty, and even murder. Somebody screamed outside. It's Jane's scream. I left the room hastily. Luckily, the door opened from inside. So why didn't you look the other door? Trey, what are you doing here? Trey grabbed Jane's neck and threatened her with a knife. Oscar, what's Trey doing? Jane is in danger. Crazy bastard. Yeah, I might be crazy, but who wouldn't turn crazy in the situation that I'm in? What? You guys are selfish. There he goes again. What the hell are you talking about? You can live on after the night ends, but I will banish. I won't let this night end, and I will reign here forever. Stop ruining my plan! Then you know everything. Yeah, the principal is behind all of this. You all know that the principal was the president of X Group. I don't want to die. I will live here forever. The HR teacher, could he be? By now, he's probably been eating mercilessly. You bastard! This is not good for everyone. Please stop. It's a shame you ended up that way. If you really feel sorry for me, get out of that room at once. This is an order, not a request. If you give up about ending this night, I'll let this girl go. Trey seems like he's really going to stab Jane. What should I do? Try to talk it out, into the room and lock the door. Personally, I kind of would enter the room and lock the door. I wouldn't give him what he wants. Alright. We'll try and talk him out of it. You don't have to do this. You better make a quick decision. I tried to change Trey's mind, but it did not seem to work. I told you, we should have just locked the door. The red shadow started to come from behind. It's the Medusa. This is the first time it felt food that the Medusa was coming. It's the first time it felt food that the Medusa was coming. What? Oscar and I looked at each other's eyes. We nodded as if agreed on something. Hey Trey, isn't that the teacher behind you? The awkward voice of Oscar made me cringe. What kind of idiot would fall for that, huh? What? But how? He should be dead! Ah! Trey looked back after hearing what Oscar said. Jane! Oscar! Get in here, quickly! I successfully entered the room with Jane and Oscar. I hurried and closed the door. Trey seemed to be screaming outside. Before Medusa gets here, we have to end everything and save Lena. Look, it's a bed. There's a bed in the center of the room. On the bed, there was a body of a woman. Gross. She must have been one of the victims of the Medusa experiment. What a tragedy. The face of the woman was demolished to the point it was impossible to identify. Let's cover her face. What face? Yeah. Oscar took Jane's suggestion and covered the woman's face with a white cloth. Rest in peace. Hope you're in a better place. Suddenly the ground started to shake. Alright, well. Yeah, this is part 2. So, I'm gonna leave this here, and I will get back to it, because I am very interested. The only problem I have with this game so far is that some of the grammar is wrong. And I'm not a grammar freak, trust me, I'm not. But it's a little hard to read, because I don't think people actually talk that way. But, again, that's about it. I love the graphics, I love... The storyline's pretty interesting. I don't really like the bullies, because I don't like bullies, and I don't intend for fighting. But hey, it's good. I like it. I recommend playing it. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and I'll get back to it. So, comment, like, subscribe, please, and I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.